Welcome to the John Ligato Show. I'm John Ligato.
I am
Then
protected
shush,
by the land.
shush.
Do not tell me to shut up. I am the living natural man, and my voice will be heard.
A loudmouth sovereign citizen is in a courtroom. It's a public building with free speech allowed. You know, all auditors hold the Supreme Court up as the absolute authority on free speech. And you know what? They're correct. So listen up, my First Amendment commandos, and you may learn something new.
Department of Children and Family Services Division. Security cameras in use at this facility. I'm correct on that.
The auditor knows he's at the Vermont Department of Children and Family. He enters the public reception area and immediately begins filming down a hallway through a door.
Huh?
What are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm recording, taking pictures.
For what?
What do you mean? For what?
Why are you taking pictures?
Because I want to, that's all.
Okay. But no, you don't need to do this.
Do what?
You're not taking pictures in here.
I'm not in there.
You can leave,
What do you mean I can leave? This is a public building.
but you don't need to take recorders in here.
I'm not inside.
You don't need to take it.
I'm in a public area, thank you.
Out in here. You cannot record.
There's no expectation.
Information stuff in
Then you should probably cover that up, wouldn't you?
You need to leave.
No, I won't leave. You're not going to tell me to leave.
You need to leave the office if you don't have an appointment.
You don't have an appointment. That's an interesting question. Can a government office such as the Department of Children and Family require a citizen to have an appointment? Yes, they can, because the Supreme Court has never, and I repeat it again, has never given unlimited access to all public buildings or areas within. In ancient Rome, the government had an area called a forum, which was set aside for citizens to come and air their grievances against the government. You know, a recent Supreme Court decision ruled that in a traditional public forum, say a police station, or in this example, a state-operated children and family services, you cannot restrict anyone's content or viewpoint. So this idiot insulting these ladies can do so since it's his viewpoint. But the court has allowed public forums, which would include this building, to impose time, place, and manner rules. So when the receptionist states that you need an appointment and the auditor has none, he can be trespassed.
Don't need to film in here.
Ma'am, you're not going to tell me what to do. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hi. Good, you? Can I have her name, please? What's her name?
Hey, can I help you?
No, I'm all set.
Okay.
Thank you. Can I have her name, though?
What's your name?
It's right here.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's not.
Can I have yours?
Sure, Carolina.
Awesome. What's your position here?
I don't know why you're asking.
It's public interest.
Okay. What kind of public interest?
What is your name? Your position?
What kind of public interest do you have?
I just asked you a question. You gave me your name. What is your position?
I will not give you my position until I know
Why?
your name.
Are you ashamed of it?
No, not at all.
Then why wouldn't you?
Yours?
Not at all.
Okay. So why not?
No, it's for ignorance like you.
I don't think that's your actual name.
I know, it's ignorance. I show the same respect, so if you don't want to give me your position, I'll give you the same respect back. Are you guys doing something wrong here, or?
What?
Are you guys?
No, I mean, you are pretty intimidating. You're uncomfortable.
I am.
This government employee just told this auditor that he's making her and others uncomfortable. And he's actually making me uncomfortable. The guy is being aggressive, insulting, demeaning, and demanding. And public employees don't have to take this abuse. You know, it sickens me on a personal level to watch some young punk terrorizing this lady. Whether it's my age or being a former Marine, I know that any of my brother Marines were sitting in that office, we'd come to her aid. I mean, it's one thing to mouth off to a cop, but only a coward bully would do it to a lady. And I guarantee you that this punk would never do it to a private citizen.
You work for me. You work for me, that's why.
Okay.
And because of the ignorance that she showed, tell me I can't video record in a public building?
You can't.
I can't?
No, this is not your public building.
Oh, it's Vermont's, which is the taxpayers' money.
Okay.
Yeah, we pay for this building, including your salary.
You know, there's a certain amount of irony in the sign. It says, "This is a place of respect." You know, auditors in my mind are incapable of showing respect. They only pick on either women or old people or public officials who know that they can't fight back. This is the classic definition of a bully. You're all bullies. And see another example of the Supreme Court's decision on when public forums, which in this case is going to be a police lobby, can restrict auditors, citing time, place, and manner.
Oh, we have a captain here. I see 2 bars. Huh?
What are you doing?
I don't answer questions.
Oh, one of those guys. Okay, see you later.
Which one? Actually, you know what I am? Hey, Cap, excuse me. I just noticed that there was a, I don't want to interrupt them.
Hey, I'm going to ask you something. I'm going to
Sure.
ask you to turn this phone off because there's victims of crimes here, and I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
want
not here to
I don't
film
want
them.
them on the phone.
They're
so
not
I'm
on
going to ask
it.
you to turn the phone off.
Well, it's my
But
constitutional
no, it's not
right.
your constitutional right to be filming victims of violent crimes.
I'm
Turn the
actually not
goddamn phone
filming
off.
them.
I'm going to ask you one more time. Turn
For
the phone off.
what?
Now remember that the Supreme Court recognizes 3 types of public forums, which a police lobby is a traditional public forum, and auditors cannot be asked to leave for their content, which is like being an auditor, or their viewpoint that all cops are tyrants. But they can be shown the door for time, place, and manner, which in this case is that victims of violent crimes deserve the right not to be further victims of their identity, pain, and suffering being part of some YouTube video.
Hey, I'm going to ask you something. I'm going to
Sure.
ask you to turn this phone off because there's victims of crimes here, and I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
want
not here to
I don't
film
want
them.
them on the phone.
They're
so
not
I'm
on
going to ask
it.
you to turn the phone off.
Well, it's my
But I
constitutional
don't, it's not
right.
your constitutional right to be filming victims of violent crimes.
I'm
Turn the
actually not
goddamn phone
filming
off.
them.
I'm going to ask you one more time. Turn the
For
phone
what?
off.
What is,
Now here comes the editing job by the auditor. The captain tells him to leave, but no self-respecting auditor leaves after just one warning. Josh here, though, could tell the police captain meant business, but he couldn't bait him into any long and pointless conversations. And many judges have ruled that even though a police lobby is public, there are circumstances, such as filming the victims of violent crime, that you can be trespassed and prohibited filming. Josh could care less about any victim, but Josh knew when to get the heck out of here before he became a victim. So he edits his film to make it appear that he is leaving of his own free will. But believe me, look at that police captain. He's not leaving of his own free will.
so talk about Tyrant City. This is how they act here at the Everett Police Department. So let's take a look around the perimeter. If they're this bad inside, let's see, what they do outside. That's bad. Total tyrants here, guys. So, the guy came around, and I actually had to take my phone and go outside, so he didn't try and confiscate it. That's a total tyrant. We will be filing a complaint on him.
You know, in some future shows, I'll go into other restrictions of the First Amendment. But in the meantime, know that these auditors can be silenced under certain conditions. The John Ligato Show is being broadcast from outside the gates of Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune in beautiful North Carolina. If you like what you saw today, hit subscribe and like. Semper Fidelis.